is Jordan Barrett, and on October 10, 1993, I was born in Pensacola, Florida, to a close-knit military family that includes my encouraging mother, my hardworking father, and a younger brother whom would forever be mistaken as my twin. My parents have always been, and will continue to always be, my number one inspiration. My father is the hardest working man I have ever known. Through his dedication in serving this country and through saving lives as a doctor, I have learned to have a strong work ethic, compassion, empathy, and true passion for all people. Likewise, my mother will forever be my rock. Through her, I have learned to always keep an open mind, to never second guess myself, and to always see the best in any situation I may be placed in.
Growing up in a military family, I have had many spontaneous changes that have created my reality, that life is about constant flowing change. And rather than try and swim against the waves, it's better to let you take it where it's meant to be. I have lived all the way from the tip of Maine to the deep south of Florida, and these experiences have formed within me an appreciation for many different types of cultures, skills in adapting to new situations, and have made me a master at packing boxes.
A philosopher once said, "Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like."
Throughout my life, I have found this quote will always ring true, especially in a time of need. An appointment will be missed due to your car breaking down, a class may be skipped due to the alarm not going off, or the paper you slaved hours for writing will suddenly be erased. However, I have also learned that this spontaneous change and flow has a positive side. The lesson plan you thought no person would enjoy turns out to be brilliant. The job opportunity you could have only have dreamed of becomes available. And the student whom you tried every trick in the bag to teach finally understands and thanks you with a hug. These are the moments of impact that I live for. Because although sometimes they may be frustrating, they are the most rewarding and life-changing.
At the age of 11, my family moved to Virginia, where I would spend the next 6 years of my life and ultimately meet a teacher who would light the flame for my passion in deaf culture. In 10th grade, I took sign language as an elective and met a teacher so lively and interesting that when she signed, I would become lost in the movement of her hands. From that moment on, I knew I wanted to incorporate sign language into my future.
My ambition to teach takes strong root in my experiences growing up all over the United States. As the military often takes you from place to place, I received the opportunity to be exposed to multiple teachers who would not only shape my passions about education, but some of my moral values.
For the last 4 years, I have dedicated myself to community, sisterhood, and education. I have been a proud member of Phi Alpha Omega, a women's volunteer organization, which is dedicated its purpose to volunteer work amongst the community and building bonds amongst young college women. I have found happiness in volunteering at fire stations, schools, humane societies, beaches, charity runs, and much more. In addition, I have spent much of my time participating in college youth ministry, educating elementary children about deaf culture, and attending deaf events.
When looking back at my childhood, my fondest memories are almost always connected to school. I can easily remember Miss Pratt, my 3rd grade teacher and chess team coach. Yes, I was a chess master. My 5th grade teacher, Miss Duncan, who insisted on making us participate in those awful Richard Simmons workout videos instead of recess. And my 12th grade psychology teacher, Mrs. Peacock, who although only 5'0", would always fill a room with her enormous humor and passion. Whether it was an odd experience or not, I grew to love those teachers. I saw them as educators, role models, and beautiful people. It was the passion of these lovely people that reared my view of the educational world as an exciting roller coaster, full of infinite possibilities. Through the classroom, I became intrigued by how my teachers were able to grab my interest through humor and related to subjects and aspects of my own life. Soon they created a curiosity in me that I want for my own future students. With my own future students, I wish to instill the same curiosity and interest in subjects that they may find foreign or intimidating. I want to provide the opportunity for students to not only discover new facts about life, but to discover themselves and what makes them passionate. It is through teachers who are compassionate, humorous, and imaginative that inspiration may find a student and stick with them for a lifetime.
Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes, but I don't plan to resist them. Instead, I look forward to the future because I know no matter what it brings, I will find happiness in living in its reality.